Hi, I'm Mindy Turner with the Curry County Cooperative Extension Service, your family and consumer science agent. Today we're continuing on our series on things I wish I knew, some simple tips to help you be more prudent, take better care of your property and your things. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some packing tips. We are all so excited at the prospect of getting to go somewhere that it's going to be really easy to jump off the deep end and want to travel and do a lot of fun stuff and then forget the items that we actually need to have with us, or get somewhere and have to purchase things because we forgot to take along whatever it was we wanted. So here's some things that you can do and think about. I know it's going to vary depending on if you're getting on a plane to go somewhere. There's a lot more restrictions versus just throwing things in your car, or maybe you're packing your RV to take on a trip somewhere. All of those things are going to factor into what you actually need to pack. But there's some packing tips that are helpful regardless of how you're going to make that trip. So maybe you're just packing your kiddo up for an overnight, or you're packing them up to go to grandma's for a while and just need to consolidate some things to make space. So here's some things that you can do. The first thing we're going to talk about is we need to consider our bag. If you're going in the RV, you're going in the car, just need something to pitch it in, think about those soft-sided bags, things that it's going to be able to put more stuff in, but then when you get ready to maneuver it and pack it, you've got a little more space. Now, obviously, whenever you fly, I highly recommend something solid, a hard-sided, something that's going to protect your items on the inside. But so thinking about your bag, how much space, what you actually need to take with you, whether you can have a carry-on, if you can have a larger bag, if you can have two bags, if you're actually packing within the closet space that you have, all of those things are going to factor into what you need to plan to take. And so there's the key word right there, have a plan. When you get ready to pack and put your stuff together for a trip, I have a lot of friends that I've traveled with, and we get there and they have so many clothes, and by the end of the week, they haven't even worn half of them, and they may have changed 2 or 3 times a day. So planning ahead and knowing what you want to wear, and you don't always know. You may have an extra outfit or two, and you may have to take lots of layers. It's good to dress in layers while you're traveling, but also to have those things packed so that you can take them along, because you don't always know, even when you check the forecast, what the weather's going to look like and how you may need to adapt in your wardrobe at that point in time. But having a plan and knowing what you want to take is going to help simplify it for you so that you don't end up with a lot of extra weight, a lot of extra things in your bags to keep up with that you're not even going to wear or utilize. So one of the tips that we can do for that is, first of all, pack by outfit. Okay, on this day, I want to wear this outfit, and I know I need all of these pieces. So are there certain things, if you wear sandals on your trip, but you're planning to wear different shoes the next time that require socks, you have to make sure you pack socks. So it's planning all of those different pieces. And a great way to do that, and I didn't have as much space here to do it, because typically if I was packing, I'd have everything spread out on my bed, is to lay it out by day, by thing, for what you need. And when you look at it, and let's say, okay, I know I have my boots. I'm going to take my boots. This is what I'm going to wear my boots, or I'm going to pack them either way. And I look, and I don't have an outfit where I'm going to need to wear my boots. Or the outfits I have 3, or just 3 that go with my boots, and 1 that I can't wear with my boots, and I'm going to need a whole different pair of shoes. Well, maybe I'm going to switch that one out for something, so I don't have to pack extra pairs of shoes. Things are more versatile, things that can be shared and used. We talk also a little bit about capsule wardrobes, meaning things, maybe you have a neutral shirt that can go with a skirt, a pair of pants, and you have a different blazer that you can switch out for that, to be able to pack less pieces when you go on your trip. So having those things laid out, thinking about it by outfit, by what you need for each day, can be super helpful in making sure you get there with everything you need. Because nothing's more frustrating than getting somewhere and getting that outfit out to wear it, and you don't have the right shoes, or you can't wear that, or you didn't bring along the tank that you need to wear with that particular top, and then you can't wear that outfit, and you're trying to adjust your pieces. So that's almost worse than having too many clothes, because you want to make sure that you have what you need for each day to do what you need to do. So some of the things that can be helpful to have on hand as well, like I said, soft-sided bags are great, hard-sided bags for some things. Think about packing an additional bag, maybe something along these lines that can fold down flat. Okay, if I can get all the air out of it to fold it down flat. You pack it inside your larger piece of luggage, and then as you do your shopping, sometimes it seems like your clothing grows while you're on a trip and everything doesn't fit back exactly the way you had it, and you've picked up a few souvenirs or something special you want to bring back with you. You have an additional bag that you can take out, keep everything together. So that's an excellent way to just, again, plan ahead and make sure, because I've also traveled and been on trips where we've had to take somebody to the store to buy an extra piece of luggage just to get everything home. And so it's not the ideal way to manage your money and do things if you can plan ahead and avoid something like that, particularly if you're a shopper. Having various sizes of these are just zip top bags they have the different types of closures depending on what it is that you need in a variety of sizes. These snack size bags are great for jewelry, small pieces, things that you want to keep together so that all your necklaces don't get twisted up or tangled together. And that's something else to think about, is packing jewelry that goes with multiple things that are pretty universal, a little more neutral, so that you're not having to pack bunches and bunches. One of the things that's also very difficult, I know, is if something gets lost or disappears out of a piece of luggage. So keeping your jewelry with you or in a carry-on, in your purse, something like that, as long as it can go through the metal detector, is going to be highly recommended as you travel. But even the sandwich size, this is a gallon size, this is a 2-gallon size. Okay, so these are great things to put if you have larger toiletry items that you want to pack and you want to make sure they don't leak or get on something that they're not supposed to get on, or just even spray a little bit sometimes in your suitcase can be bad. These are great, and you can also take just plastic, either a trash bag or your plastic grocery sacks along when you have wet clothing. If you swim clothes from the hotel, things along that nature, maybe go to the water park, and you have time to dry all that out before it's time to pack up and move on. So having something plastic to pack that in so that everything doesn't end up wet is going to be very important. When my kids were small, they're bigger now, they don't fit, their wardrobes don't fit in these bags anymore, but I would take a bag this size and pack their entire outfit, the shorts, the shirt, all of their little under things, socks, all of that in one bag, and write on it what day it was for. Particularly when we would go to visit family that were further away. We might be going for a week or so. And it just made it so simple to make sure that they had all their clothes, could pull their bag out on, okay, this is your Monday bag, today's Monday, you take this and this is what you put on. And then throw in just a few extra things here and there. But they were easy to pack because then they just slide right into the suitcase, and you can stack them on top of each other, fill that up. And then at the end of the day, they would want to put it a lot of times, because again, they were little, want to put it back in there, that was fine too, because then all their dirty clothes were together and contained in some way. So that too, having a trash bag or a larger plastic bag to put things in. A lot of times we go to things, or your kids go to things, and they end up with these free drawstring bags. Sometimes you can buy them at a dollar store for $1 or $2. These are wonderful for shoe bags or being able to throw your stuff in it and take it down to the pool when you're staying at the hotel. Again, just an extra small thing, doesn't take up a lot of space, but can come in very handy in taking care of what you're doing. Again, like I said, for shoe bags and things to keep your other clothes from getting dirty, to keep things protected. Also, I know one of the things that I always struggle with is the curling iron, because I want to use it the last day before we leave, and then it's hot. And so having to wait for it to cool to be able to pack it, or stealing a washcloth from the hotel to wrap around it so that I can put it in my suitcase. So one of the things that I had a good friend that I used to travel with all the time, and now you can purchase all different types of curling iron or hot iron, straight iron holders, but she would just take an oven mitt with her. It's just thrown in her bag, again, thin, easy to use, and then when it's hot and you need to pack it, you just stick it in there. If it's a larger one and you need to put the thumb over the hook, okay, wrap your cord, pack it, everything's safe and good to go. Okay, you still want to cool it probably a little bit. Don't pack it when it's too hot. But having some simple things in place, planning ahead, is going to ensure that you have what you need, that your trip's enjoyable, that you're not running out trying to buy or find more things, but that you're being a good, again, you have a little more money left for your shopping because you're not having to purchase extra things that you just happen to leave at home. So another good thing to have on hand is a toiletry bag that just stays packed. All of your items that you might need, a duplicate travel size, and your shampoos, conditioners, extra toothbrush, all of that stuff in here. So when you get ready to go, double check it. Hey, everything's in there. We're good. This goes in the bag, and we're all taken care of on that front. I keep one for me. My husband has one for himself, and then I keep one for the boys as well that we can pull out whenever we get ready to travel. It is important to double check that because you never know when the kids are going to pull something out and not quite get it back where it belongs. The kids or the husband. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. Again, I'm Mindy Turner with the Curry County Cooperative Extension Service. I hope your travels are fantastic. Hopefully some of these packing tips are helpful. Again, we're sharing things that I just kind of wish I knew at some point. If you would like to be added to our newsletter list, go to curryextension.nmsu.edu, click on Family Health and Wellness. You can request that by email or by hard copy to your mailbox. You can also just call our office, 575-763-6505, and we can get you signed up, or we can help answer any other questions that you might have. Have a great day.